Sup guys, it's Nick, and today we're here with a cool Photoshop video. Excuse me, you are very dirty, pop filter, and you're going to have to wash yourself someday. But today, Unisonis came out with a video about cursed images. And when I say cursed, I mean literally cursed, like shadow demons and shit. Not like literally curses and like actually cursed, but not just like curses and like, oh god, this image is... It's like, no, these are like actual creepy images. Like Jeff Henderson, you might have seen, the guy who made Siren Head. I think that's what they actually looked at in the video. But then they made their own creepy images like that, and they challenged other people to make their own. So I have two images here. So this is the first one I took of my garage, and this is the next one of my basement stairs. I'm going to be doing this one. I'm sorry if you wanted me to do this one. Maybe if you want me to do this one, I can do it in a future video. Just leave a comment, whatever, saying, oh, I want you to do the other one too. Whatever, I'll do that one. But I am going to use this one because I think it has a lot of potential for being real spooky. This is my basement stairs. I took it while the lights were off. But of course the lights were on upstairs, so I left a nice little ring around the door. I think it's a great image for being real spooky. And that at the top is not the shadow demon, that is me opening the door. So we are planning to add a little shadow demon to the left here, next to this railing here. So that's basically what this is going to be. It's just me photoshopping this. I realize I've done videos like this before, but I really like doing this because I really like photoshopping stuff, even if I'm not the best at it. And I don't have even actual Photoshop. It goes to show you don't need the best equipment or whatever to do stuff. That's why I'm even doing YouTube in the first place. If I thought that you need the best equipment to do anything, I wouldn't be recording this video right now. So, anyway, we are planning on using this, and we are going to Photoshop in a little shadow demon over there, and generally make this picture a creepier one. It's a little too bright because it was like during the middle of the day that I took this. I could have waited until later, but I wanted to make sure I had time to get this video out, so we'll just mess with the brightness, whatever. It'll be fine. So anyway, let's just do it. I'm gonna start off. Lower the brightness is always the first step. Maybe it doesn't have to go all the way down. You should be able to see stuff in there, but I think like a solid 90 is good. Yeah, we're also going to turn the contrast up, so maybe we can leave a little more brightness, maybe more closer to 60, I was thinking. Negative 60, that is, not positive 60, that'd be bright as fuck. I'll also see the exposure. I won't mess too much with the exposure, but I do want to turn it down a tad bit. Offset, not so much on that. Ooh, yeah. That does give more of a sinister feel to it. No. Let's turn it down a little more. I'll turn it to 1.0. Okay. That being said, I am going to turn the brightness up. Actually, no. Here, hold on. Let's do this. I'll turn the light. No, actually, I'm not a fan of that. I'll leave that at 0. Saturation. Ooh. Turn the saturation down. Yeah. It shouldn't be too colorful. I'll leave the hue alone, and I'm going to go back into brightness, and I'm going to turn it up a little bit, because I do want you to be able to see stuff in here. Actually, that's not, here, let me do exposure instead. Turn the exposure up a little more. Here, actually, let me just go back. Okay. So let me make sure. I need to leave it so that you can see stuff in there, because like I turned the brightness and stuff down too much. So contrast, I'm gonna have most of the way up. I won't turn it all the way up because that almost completely like blackens out everything. Although, yeah, I'll turn it most of the way up. So like 70, 75. I'll do 70 for now because I'm still gonna turn down brightness and exposure and stuff. So yeah, I think minus 65 brightness is good, and exposure I'm going to turn down, and not too much because it's already getting hard to see. Offset. I'm gonna turn it up the slightest bit, so maybe 0.01. Actually, even that is a little too much. 0.05. That's not too bad. You can still see the background, and I'm also gonna be fucking with some other stuff. Yeah, turn the gamma correction down a little bit. I think that's about good. Maybe, yeah, 0.95 is about good. And last thing, we got hue saturation. Lightness I'm actually going to turn up just a tad. Maybe like 1. Yeah. And saturation should go down a little bit. Maybe minus 30. Because there's a little too much color over there. I do like the shadow here of the railing on there, but there was a little too much of a blue tint that I didn't really like. So I want to turn the saturation down a little bit. And it still gets the yellow around the door, which I like, because that was really bright, so saturation didn't really take it down that much. Okay, so now this is pretty much where we want it. Maybe I'm gonna go into brightness one last time and just turn it down a little bit more. Yeah, that's not too bad. I think minus 30. Yeah, just to make sure that you really get like some spooky vibes from it. It needs to be dark, but we need to be able to see just enough, which I think this is kind of where we're at. The main thing I'm judging by the way, is if you see over to the left, it might be a little hard to see for you, but at least for me on here, there are like the beams, wood beams in the top of my basement ceiling, because my basement isn't completely finished, so you can still see shit like that. That's why also you can see insulation is coming out of the wall on the right, which is pretty shitty of my basement. And there's like pieces there. If you go down my basement stairs, there are literally pieces of insulation fiber. There are pieces of fiberglass just like on the stairs, and I'll just like walk past it. It is horrible, but it kind of works for the image because it looks sinister. So it kind of worked out for me, but in real life it's shitty. So we'll move past that now. Okay, so we've got this. Now we need our shadow demon. I'm just gonna look up generic shadow demon. That one, it doesn't look half bad, but it's no, I'm not a huge fan of that. The first thing that comes up here is anime. You think I want anime? Fuck you. I mean, I like anime, but that's not what I want right now. Piece of shit. Okay, this is just dumb shit. Can we get something that actually looks like scary? Like some of these look a little scary, but others of them look fucking stupid. I hate to put Siren Head in here, but he's almost a good choice. You know? Can we get a transparent one, please? Because transparent pictures are actually useful. Yeah, I hate to just put Siren Head in here because he's like the big thing, and it's a little bit of pandering to Mark and Ethan. Because I know Mark loves Siren Head, Ethan probably does too. But like, I don't even care about the sirens, really. Just, like, the body is, like, what I want out of this. Here, I'm just gonna look up, creepypasta, whatever. Creepypasta, characters, whatever. Ah, good, a nice list. We got Slenderman, all the way down to stuff like, I don't actually know what these are. Yeah, I don't fucking know. Whatever. Yeah, I hate to just, like, cop out with Slenderman or Siren Head, but they really do work well. Here, let's look up, is it John Henderson? John, Henderson. It showed it earlier. Siren Head, what is it? Oh wait, isn't it Trevor? Trevor Henderson. I don't know why I was thinking Jeff or John. So hold on, let me just look up Trevor Henderson. Yeah, I want to pick one of these because these are good. I won't just take the image, but I want to take the creatures from the image. I really want legs, which don't take that out of context. But I think just like a really like gangly, is that the right word? Just like a really like long, skinny, grotesque pair of legs, and like maybe an arm is kind of what I'm looking for. So honestly, I'm just going to go for Siren Head. Like, it seems like a cop-out, and it totally is. But it's just, like, perfect, kind of, like, just, like, the legs that I want. And then, like, the arms in there. So I'm just going to take this. Jeez, I've already taken 10 minutes. I'm so fucking bad at my job. This isn't a job for me. I'm gonna rotate it a little bit. Gonna give it a little rotation. And just stretch that bad boy out. And I am going to do... Here, let's rasterize it first. Because you can't do shit unless you rasterize it. No, not free transform. I am going to do a perspective transform. And I'm going to have him go back like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much what I want. I'll do that, and then I'll do one more real quick. I think the majority of how we're gonna have him in here is just sort of like changing around the colors. The colors are really what are gonna make or break this, just like the brightness and all that. Yeah, let's do another perspective, and I'm gonna do one like that. Yeah. And then I'll do one more free transform. We'll stretch them out a little bit. This way. Alright, and then I think we put them like right there. That's good, pretty much. Okay. Now, I think before I color him, I just have to, because he's just floating there, I'm going to put him behind the guardrail here. And okay, so opacity down so I can see the guardrail. And we're just gonna erase the part here. Let me do one more free transform and stretch him out just a little bit, and then I'm gonna move him over. Okay. So just erase the bits that overlap the guardrail. Okay, here, let me go a little bit smaller. Blip, blip. So erase that a little bit. Okay, yeah, so his arm should be there, because there's a hole in it right there. And then a knot right there. And then, where's the end of the rail? I need to kind of map that out. Okay. Here. Alright. So. I'm just gonna erase around this area. Yeah. I think. Oh, and let me erase that bit and hold on, wait, let me here, let me alright, I'm gonna turn the opacity up a little bit. Alright, so erase all this. Okay. I think that's about good. It's not gonna matter too much after he's been blurred more, as well as like darkened up. It'll kind of just like everything will fade into each other, which is kind of what I want, to be honest, because it should be subtle. But I think for now that's good. Right there. Yeah, that's light on the ceiling, so no, you should be there. Yeah. And yeah. Okay. And then pretty much got it. Alright. I'm gonna blur that. Yeah. Just like all the bits where like I erased on, I'm just gonna like blur those out a little bit. Just so that it like extra like blends in with the scenery. Because it should be somewhat convincing. We don't want this to be half-assed. Okay. So that's just where it like intersects the guardrail. Now there's like a wood part. I've got to erase him from that. Here, let me turn his opacity off. Yeah. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna like go down the thing and just like erase like all along the side of it. Yeah. So like I'll erase this foot and the rest of this. Yeah. Yeah, and then like starting around there is where he starts poking out from the guardrail. See, that kind of, I'm kind of getting the effect that like he's behind it. Not too much. Oh, I also forgot there's a thing connecting it to the ceiling there, so he would also be behind that. So yeah, I'm kind of getting the feeling that he's behind it. A little bit. You guys are probably like, what the fuck is he talking about? But I'm getting it a little bit. Shut up. This is my video. Go fuck yourself. Or don't. You don't have to. You don't have to listen to me. That being said, fuck off. I'm just so mean. Okay. Yeah. So I want the effect that like he a big tall boy. He real big and tall. I'm actually thinking about cutting his head off because I don't really want it to be Siren Head. I'll see. I'll leave it to the end. I'll see which one looks better. So now I think it's up to just the coloring. Here, well, actually, before we do that, I'm just gonna go in and filter blur. I'm gonna hit blur more because you know what? I prefer going manually. I'm just gonna drag the blur tool all over him until it gets way the fuck blurred out. And I'm gonna use a little bit of shadow. So we'll do a drop shadow. So I'm gonna zoom out. Or actually, I'm gonna zoom in over this way. So I'm actually, you know what? I think it'd be cool is if it went over here. I'm gonna set the distance like way up. I don't even think that's enough. Here, let me go like 1,000 pixels. Let me go to 1,000. It's at a weird angle. Like he's rotated all weird. Yeah. He's rotated all weird. Like he stays at the same angle. Like he's supposed to just stay at the same angle, but he's rotated all weird. Huh. Yeah, but I want his shadow over there. Hold on, also, let me experiment. If I hit OK, and then I turn his opacity all the way down. Okay, his shadow also goes away. Damn. I was hoping that, I could say, like, make another one there and then make it completely transparent and then put the shadow on there so it would be like a fake shadow. But okay, here, let me put another one on there. Actually, I'll just do this. This is actually way simpler instead of just fucking around with how this is gonna be. I'm just gonna get another Siren Head and I'm gonna do here rasterize, and I'll do image or layer, and I'll do color overlay, and I'll make it black. Yeah, I want this one's opacity to be all the way up, but I want the thing's opacity to be down. So, okay. And then I'm gonna blur them out. Yeah. Okay. And then we can free transform. So this one is a little taller. So I'm actually gonna shrink it down and then stretch him. Stretch him up. And now I'm going to expand this way. Yeah. So the shadow of the railing is only like slightly smaller than the actual railing. So he should be a little bit smaller. So let me shrink him down a tiny bit. Not that much. Like that. I like that. Yeah. It's also just Photoshop for fun, so you can't get too attached to stuff. And I think around there, maybe a little more. Maybe I'll go 40. How's that? For opacity. No, I'll go a little less. 30. Yeah. Okay. I really want him blurred out, though. He's not as blurry as I want him. Here, why don't we put a motion blur on him? Even though it's not technically the right blur, I'll put a motion blur on him, because that's kind of the effect that the shadow is giving off. Or Gaussian blur. Gaussian blur might be better, actually. Oh, yeah. That looks way better. I'll go just an even 7. Okay. That being said, I'm going to turn the opacity up just a little bit more. I'll go, do I go 35? How's 35 look? Alright. I'll stick to 35. I don't wanna do too much. But I'll go 35. Okay. So, now that we got our shadow in there, let's start messing with this one. Alright. So, first thing, of course, brightness way down. Way down. And turn the contrast up. Not that much. Yeah. Brightness all the way down, I'm going. If I turn the contrast all the way up, it'll just be black. So I'll turn it up like 50. This guy should be like pretty much like hidden from sight. And right now he is very visible. Like if you looked at this, you'd be like, oh, well there's Siren Head. I fucking see him right there. This isn't that great an image. Alright. So now exposure. I'm kind of losing like the actual like nature of him. I'm kind of just making him all black, which he shouldn't be all black. He should just be like hidden. So maybe not too much. We'll go 80, minus 80, and we'll set the contrast up to, we'll go 50. And then exposure, we'll turn that down to even -1. And I'll turn the offset down to I'll go minus 0.005. That's even too much. 0025. Here, how about 001? That's not too bad. Gamma correction. Actually, why don't we just set this to 0? And I'll set the gamma correction to like 0. Or actually, let's see. Maybe gamma correction should be up more. Maybe I should put a gamma correction at 1. Yeah. I'm also going to turn his opacity down more. I think that'll help him fade into the image more. I think around 40% really makes it so that like you can definitely see him, but like he's like it's subtlety. That's the thing to like the images. The whole thing is subtlety. The more subtle it is, the better it's gonna be, because it's like, oh, you can see it. I can see, oh, there's something there. Holy shit, that's spooky. But then it's like the fear of the unknown takes over, and it's like, holy shit, there's something there, and I don't know what the fuck it is. I think that's not bad. It's not bad. The more I'm moving this around, the easier it is for me to see him. If I look at this from like normal view, he could stand to be a little more faded. I'm gonna turn opacity down. I'm gonna turn down to 35. 35, I think. Well, yeah, I think 35. Like if you look, you can definitely see him. But, yeah. Okay. I'm also just going to try and blur it out even more. Yeah. And the shadow also helps. Because it's like, even if you can't see him that well, the shadow reinforces that it's like, oh shit, he's there. Yeah. I kind of want to just like turn his brightness up a tiny bit. Just like a little bit. Just like 40. I think 40 would be good. I think that's not half bad. It's decent. It's decent, you know? For just like a just a Photoshop for fun. It's like this is not bad. This is not bad work. Not at all. So I'll give myself a pat in the back for that. And I'm gonna merge this down. I won't merge this one yet. I kind of want to fiddle with that one a little more. I think maybe rotate him up this way a tad bit. I kind of do like it being Siren Head, because if like you notice, instead of it just being like, oh, random scary monster, it's like, oh, that's kind of cool. I don't know. I guess. I'm just repeating myself. Okay. I'm gonna flatten image, just cause. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, if I turn more, if I'm looking at my screen flat on, like, I'm gonna turn my light off. Like, if I turn my light off, it's definitely easier to see, which it kind of works. And like, if I turn my head more towards my monitor, like if I look at it more at an angle, it's definitely easier to see. But I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. So, I kind of want to just like add some stuff here. I'm gonna undo the merge layers that I did, because I kind of want to mess with this a little more. I kind of want to just have like a very subtle like outer glow to him. Like, this is very obvious, but I was thinking maybe like a black outer glow. Like if I look at it from the side, it's kind of like, oh. Or opacity is not going to be 100%, I don't think. Yeah, I'm going to turn opacity down a little bit. I don't know, turn the size down. Maybe turn the range down. Turn the opacity up a little bit. Just like something subtle that like you can kind of see it, but you don't. Like, you don't fully recognize what it is. It's just like he has like an ominous black aura around him. It kind of defines him a little more. There's a little more definition there. I don't know. But I think that's the best I'm going to do. Otherwise, I'm just going to be dicking around with it for another 30 minutes. It's already been 30 minutes. I'm just going to be here for another 30 minutes if I don't just leave this. So I think this is good. Yeah. So you can see him if you're looking at it, like, in the dark or whatever. Yeah, like, whatever. But yeah, I think that's good. I think I'm proud of that. And also, I wanted to show I made a family-friendly version just in case. So there you go. It's a lot brighter, and also Siren Head is replaced with a creeper. So I thought you would appreciate that. But yeah, so here's the real image. I'm actually going to export this right now, and I'm going to upload it to Reddit live in front of all these. So there it is. And don't use palettes. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't use them. Okay. And save. Okay. So I'm just gonna go to Reddit. And am I logged in? Of course I'm not. Ugh. Well, you look at me. Oh shit, you look at me. Hold on. This is gonna take a second because I didn't set it up because I'm a fuckhead, but you're gonna have to watch this. Bam, there you go. Just watch me now. Just look at me. Just Monica. I'm gonna fit. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I'm not gonna let you look at my email. That's it. You don't get to look at my email. Because fuck you. Alright. That didn't work actually. It didn't work. Let's log out maybe, because I tried logging in with Google instead of just putting in my fucking login here. And all right. And swap. Yeah, it says entry southern because when I logged in, no, what the, no, my profile, bitch. Yeah, this is my Reddit. It's a lot of JoJo stuff. I made the world on an egg, and this is Higashikata Josuke from part 8. If you haven't read part 8, then go fuck yourself. There's a lot of bad shit on here. So, anyway, we're gonna go to, where's r/Unisanis. Boom. The Unisanis subreddit. Here's a bunch of stuff that other people have done. It's really great. But I'm going to create a post, and I'm going to post the image, and we're going to take the one that I just did, which is this one. And I'm going to put it in there, and you see Siren Head is in there, and that's really great. Craponus. Lowercase. Craponus. I'm also going to say link to video on how I made it in the comments. And I'm going to leave the video down here, so if you guys are watching this video from looking at the comments of this, hi, it's me. I'm Nick. I made this, and I make videos. So, hi. Alright. I'm going to call it Spookusanus. Because I don't like Craponus. That was a joke from a different one, but whatever. Spookusanus. Alright. Cool. And bam. Alright. So I'll put the video in the comments once I'm done recording this, because obviously I have to record it and then upload it, and then I can put it in the comments. But yeah, so hope you like this one, because it was fun. I enjoy doing Photoshop stuff, and I hope you also enjoy watching me do it, because I don't know. But I'm gonna list this. No, I won't. I was going to say I'm going to list this as a Reddit video, and it's just going to be like r/Unisanis, but it's not. So, never mind. I'm going to leave this, and I'm going to turn this into my thumbnail. I'm talking about the image I made, but whatever. So, if you like this, thanks. Hit that like button, because it tells me whether or not you like the video. So, consider doing that. You can also feel free to check out in the description. My Twitter and Instagram are down there. I'll also leave Unisanis down there, because you should always check them out, because they're cool. Mark and Ethan are cool, and they're fun, and yay. You can also leave comments and suggest maybe you want me to use that other picture that I had and make another Shadow Demon awful picture, cursed. Whatever, buzzwords. If you want me to do that, leave a suggestion. Other things you want me to do, other things you want me to Photoshop, games you want me to play. Maybe you want me to finish Farmers of Phrase 2, because I haven't played it in 3 fucking weeks. But I probably won't listen. Anyway, no, I'll listen. I'm kidding. You can also feel free, click right here to go see my most recent video. You can go click right over here to see another Photoshop video that I did in the past. You can go click right in the middle here to go subscribe. But anyways, thank you guys once again for watching, and I'll see all you guys in the next video. There's a demon behind you. That's a fucking easy outro. Boo.